We are witnessing the implosion of MAGA and Donald Trump, like utter disaster. Defections left and right. Marjorie Taylor Greene done left the party, essentially, resigning from Congress. All the walls are tumbling down, and all the walls are also closing in around Donald Trump. He's becoming the center of attention, not because he is, not for the right reasons that he would prefer, but he's becoming the center of attention because it's become abundantly clear that he is absolutely toxic, period. It makes you wonder, how did they fuck up so quickly, so badly? And it's because of the same reason that's always been Trump's problem. Donald Trump is not that smart. He is a person who is easily coaxed and pleased just by mere flattery. Everybody knows it. When you're a person who thrives off of flattery, you're that narcissistic, you are going to put people around you that may not know what the fuck they're doing. They just want to be in the room, have power and control that their otherwise idiot brains would not have been afforded. People like Hegseth. Fox News was going to be the highest he could go with his career. There was going to be nothing after that. But then came Trump. Hegseth saw an opportunity to get some power, get some control, to do an ultimate fuck you to whatever his problems were in life. And he knew that suck up to Trump would get him there, and he did, like everybody else does. But what happens is, because you have people around you who aren't that smart, they create an environment where they do way too much too fast. Peak Hegseth, Signalgate was just a drop in the bucket to the chaos that we were all about to witness. We saw Stephen Miller, again, somebody else who, up until Trump, would have been on no one's radar about anything because he's not talented, he's weird, he's not very smart, but he found himself in the right circles to be in this position where he can implement all of his deranged ideas, racist ideas about immigration and things like that. Donald Trump is not calling the shots. Stephen Miller is calling the shots on immigration and how it's going down. But again, because Stephen Miller is an idiot, he's doing way too much too fast. New poll says that only 38% of people.
A poll showing more than a third of 2024 Trump voters don't consider themselves to be MAGA Republicans. Is that bad news for midterms and beyond for the GOP, or does it depend on how people define MAGA?
No, I think it's a really bad number. We talk a lot about a party that's dominated by Donald Trump, and we've seen much higher polling in the past that say I'm more of a Trump voter than I am a Republican.
If you lose 40% of those people because you're doing the most, anybody who's a smart Republican can see the writing on the wall and say, I'm not going down with this shit. So you damn right, Marjorie Taylor Greene gonna resign. So let's not get it twisted here, folks. These Republicans are not resigning because they're doing the right thing. They're resigning because, just like Pete Hegseth and Stephen Miller, Steve Bannon, and all these other people who decided to kiss the ring and curry favor, kiss up and suck up to Donald Trump, they are all in it for themselves.
Here, Mr. Griffin, you have an executive parking space now.
Well, that looks exactly like my old space.
This one comes with your own company suck-up.
Morning, Mr. Griffin. Nice day.
Well, it's a little cloudy.
It's absolutely cloudy. One of the worst days I've seen in years. So, good news about the Yankees.
I hate the Yankees.
Pack of cheaters. That's what they are. I love your tie.
I hate this tie.
It's awful. It's got to go.
And I hate myself.
I hate you, too. You make me sick, you fat sack of crap.
But I'm the president.
The best there is.
But you just said you hated me.
But not you, the president. You who said you hated you. You who hate Yankees. Clouds.
I'll have that fixed for you tomorrow, sir.
Now that the ship is sinking, the sails are rent, especially on the heels of Epstein. These Motherfuckers are looking for the nearest exit. Seen it coming. Not surprised at all. But I'm glad it's coming. I'm glad it's happening. I'm glad the ship is sinking. And I'm glad that Trump's bullshit and maniacal plan is crumbling. But be not deceived. These Republicans who are now jumping ship, they're jumping ship because it's expedient and they're in it for themselves. Do not, by any means, think that these are Republicans you can ever trust and ever vote for again. So Marjorie Taylor Greene might have resigned. She did. But I tell you what, her career, if we are all smart, is over. Everybody that has been a part of the craziness of this administration up to and including this point should never, ever, ever be able to be in office again.